city of contradictions, vibrant and chaotic. A place where saints and sinners share alleyways, and every corner holds a story older than memory. But some stories aren't told in daylight. Some echo behind walls, where history was hidden and silence was enforced. This is the story of the ghost nuns of Monastero Santa Chiara, a place where saints and sinners share alleyways, and every corner holds a story older than memory. But some stories aren't told in daylight. Some echo behind walls, where history was hidden and silence was enforced. This is the story of the ghost nuns of Monastero Santa Chiara. The year was 1310. Queen Sancha and King Robert, devout monarchs of the House of Anjou, commissioned a grand monastic complex, Santa Chiara, intended not only as a house of worship, but also as a spiritual fortress in a city racked with instability. The architecture blended Gothic solemnity with Provençal elegance. It wasn't just a church, it was also a prison for souls. Santa Chiara housed two communities, friars and nuns. But the nuns especially lived the life most today would struggle to comprehend. They were clausura, cloistered, bound by canon law and ancient rules. They were sealed away from the world beyond the monastery's walls. Many of these women were daughters of noble families. Some were genuinely devout. Others were political inconveniences, widowed too young, or just deemed unfit for marriage. To be a cloistered nun was to surrender your name, your voice, and your freedom for eternity. They lived in silence. Their daily routine was governed by bells. Meals were eaten in solitude. Prayer was completed before dawn. Their only contact with outsiders was through a metal grill behind which they could neither be seen nor touched. Over the centuries, Santa Chiara endured earthquakes, wars, and reformations. But its greatest trial came during World War II. In 1943, an Allied bombing raid reduced most of the monastery to rubble. The frescoes were lost, the roof had collapsed, and within the wreckage, rescuers discovered what records had failed to mention: human remains, skeletal and shrouded in the habits of nuns, still sealed within their ancient cells. It's said some died alone. Others were buried alive. No official death toll was ever confirmed, just fragments of forgotten lives. Today, Santa Chiara is beautiful again, a masterpiece of restoration. But beauty cannot erase memory. And those who work here, those who come often, well, they whisper about the cold, about the footsteps, about the sound of weeping. It's faint, but it's unmistakable. And it's always rising from the old nun's wing, long sealed since the bombing. They say some spirits never left, that their devotion outlived their flesh, that silence has a memory, and grief leaves an echo. Visitors have reported candles extinguishing without wind, paintings that tilt slightly in the night, and bells that ring even when unplugged. Skeptics dismiss it as myth, as trauma-stained architecture playing tricks on the mind. But believers, they call them what they are: holy prisoners. forgotten sisters. And maybe, just maybe, they're still keeping their vow to stay, to pray, and to remain unseen. So, if you ever find yourself in Naples and the noise fades just enough to hear what lies beneath, visit Santa Chiara. Step quietly, listen deeply, and say a prayer, not just for your soul, for those who never had a chance to be heard. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, subscribe for more tales where history and haunting collide. Share your own Italian legends in the comments. We're just getting started.